out to your right hand side here, you'll see these big piles of dirt next to the car park. That is actually called terminal moraine. So that is where the Athabasca Glacier used to reach up to back in 1843. The Athabasca Glacier is this one to our left, so it used to come all the way across this road here. Pretty amazing to see how much has changed since then. Straight ahead we have Sonoto Mountain and Dome Glacier. So what's cool about this mountain is that it's the only known confirmed triple continental divide in the world. So what that means is when that ice melts, the water goes to 3 different oceans. It goes to the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean and the Arctic Ocean, and that takes roughly 6 to 7 weeks to fully reach there. While you're also looking out that same way, you can see the small piles of trees there to our left. That is called the ancient forest, and those trees are suspected to be 800 years old. To our left again we have a little river called Shinwapta River. So this river is actually a braided river. So as we come down this highway here, we'll start to see it take its own different directions and its own paths. And that is due to the river hasn't quite developed yet. Most of the water runs underneath the rocks where we can't see, and if you came back in another year or two, this river would look completely different. It's a little bit dirty at the moment, and that's because of all the rock flour flowing through the stream. If you guys know those beautiful blue lakes like Lake Louise and Lake Moraine, they both have rock flour on them. It's just sitting at the bottom, and once rock flour has settled down, it starts to reflect the light. And then take it that nice, beautiful blue looking lakes. To our right we have Mount Wilcox. We like to call it a shooting gallery. We call it the shooting gallery because of these big boulders and rocks we're starting to see on either side of the road. They all come falling down in the early mornings, and that's due to a cycle we call the freeze-thaw cycle. So what happens is, when we get heavy rain, that rain gets in between the cracks and the gaps in the side of the mountain. Then at night when it gets a little bit cold, it freezes up, which expands these cracks and makes them bigger. And that following day the sun will come out and melt all that ice away. So that cycle will keep happening and happening until these cracks get big enough for the rocks to fall off. Some of these rocks make it across the road, and some even damage the road. That's how big they are. On your way back from the skywalk, if you have a look at the road, you'll see some dark patches from where they've repaired it. But we do have Parks Canada that scale the mountain. So what they do is they block this road off, then they climb up there and they try and tap away all the loose rocks just to make it a little bit more safe for us to drive through. To our 11 o'clock there, if you can see that grey rubble, that was our most recent rock slide, and that happened in 2013, the same year the skywalk was under construction. So all those construction workers, they all watched that happen live. It was pretty cool to see. And just to the right of that, on the corner, another rock slide happened in between 1,000 and 10,000 years ago. How do we know that? Scientists. How do the scientists know? Because they are geniuses. And as we make our way around this little corner here, we will start to see the skywalk. The skywalk measures 280 metres above the valley floor and 35 metres out from the cliff. We also do have see-through glass panels on there, if you're brave enough to walk along those. It is completely safe. We can actually hold 3 ice explorers on those glass panels themselves, and we can hold our entire fleet of 22 ice explorers on the entire skywalk. And if you are feeling of interest today, you can actually jump up and down the skywalk and make it bounce. It is designed to do this due to the strong winds we get up here. But if you do jump up and down, please don't jump over. It's too much paperwork. And for you Americans on board today, and you brought your guns with you, feel free to shoot the glass. It is also bulletproof. Don't actually shoot the glass, you might get in trouble. Is anyone scared of heights? No? That's good. We do also have free tours running if you'd like a free tour. If not, you can walk straight past them, that is completely fine. And there is no time limit on the skywalk, so whenever you're ready, just come back up to the top here and you can catch any blue bus back. Buses are running every 15 to 30 minutes.